Hello there, hola, and welcome back to Benidorm and Beyond, my original Benidorm channel since 2020. Brought to you by me, an English woman who's lived right here in the resort for well over 20 years, and whose aim is to bring you fun, interesting and informative vlogs about your favourite tourist city, so please come along and join me on my regular adventures. Today I'm taking you for a walk in the May sunshine along a section of Avenida Dr Severa Ochoa in the Rincon de Loix area, with all the footage you will see filmed around midday. This very long avenue actually stretches over 1.5 miles long in total and is full of campsites, bars, restaurants, shops, hotels and businesses, so let's get started. We began at Graham Boland's old pub, named Happy Days after his well-known cheerful catchphrase, which has now changed hands after his sad passing earlier this year. The venue has now become the Blueberries Bar, offering international cuisine, including British, Spanish, French and Dutch food for a taste of something different. Next along is the large double-fronted Spanish restaurant of Sabor Andaluz, who have a nice open-air terrace to dine on, although this was protected by plastic sheeting walls on the day I filmed to keep out any spring winds. And this eatery specialises in delicious spit roast chickens, or pollos asados, as well as pizzas, rice dishes, tapas, seafood, roast lamb and steaks, and of course the quintessential Spanish menu of the day. After passing a blue and yellow Euronet ATM, which should be avoided at all costs due to the chain's poor exchange rates and extortionate fees, we then find the large bar cum entertainment venue of Coco Benidorm. Open daily from 3 p.m, they offer live music and karaoke, with a happy hour lasting 2 full hours running from 4 until 6 in the evening. Moving on, we pass a previously empty unit, which looks like it's ready to become a brand new business in the guise of the 24-hour Nanako Market, and this sits next door to the premises of the Supra Bike Repair Workshop, who are open Monday mornings through until Saturday lunchtime. Next along we see the Dillygaff pub, and by the way, does anyone know what Dillygaff stands for? I do myself, which is a popular karaoke and sports bar offering home-cooked food with a 3-course Sunday lunch also served every week, and with lots of drinks offers on every afternoon running from 1 until 6 p.m, and believe me, competition is fierce on drinks prices in this area and every euro certainly counts. Adjacent we see the Parking Alverga shop, who sell everything you could possibly need for camping, caravans and motorhomes, and indeed this whole area is known as Camping Corner due to its glut of nearby campsites. Full to the brim with all sorts of things I know nothing about, I'm sure it does extremely well, as there are so many campsites on both sides of this long road, so an essential retailer for some, no doubt. Next along we pass the Royal Bar and Restaurant, who currently open from 4 p.m, and here you can join in and play their quiz, or just enjoy a drink or a bite to eat off their new menu in their cosy atmosphere inside. Carrying on, we then walk by the DIY and hardware shop of Brico Pintura Rincon, who have a wide selection of paints, glues and lamps, which again is super handy for the neighbouring caravanners I expect, followed by the RKA Tattoo Parlour, who have a myriad of designs to choose from outside, and then the Beauty Salon of Beauty Moments by Carolina Martinez. Moving onwards, we then pass the closed down premises of the Café, Bakery and Patisserie La Truffa de Oro, who used to do a great trade in the daytime, but whose large glass-fronted unit is now up for rent or sale, and then the British sports bar The Embankment, which is a haven for Bolton Wanderers supporters, although of course, naturally, everyone is welcome. Next door is the Inmo Centre, incorporating Benisol Cars, who offer long-term holiday lets, car rental and excursions and day trips, and this abuts the semi-alfresco terrace of the One Bar, who serve up some great tasty home-cooked food and who also host karaoke sessions on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays from 7 p.m, along with free pool games on a Tuesday. And with a local slimming club also meeting here twice a week too, this bar seems quite a hub of the community. Carrying on, we pass the attractive premises of Café Bar Mari y Merry, with a colourful tropical wall and artificial grass underfoot, followed by the Dumbrava Mini Market, who offer a selection of Romanian foods in particular, as well as the usual food and drink items as well. Next along is the Mountain View Cafe Bar, who promise to be the place to go out before you go out, although they were closed on the day I filmed, and the bar certainly does live up to its name, with stunning views out to the countryside and the surrounding mountain ranges. We then pass the 2 premises of Mobility Factory Sales, who deal in mobility scooter repairs and sales, and these 2 units are sandwiched around the Open Wash self-service laundrette, who are open daily from 7 a.m. until midnight and have an exclusive pet washer should you want to get your beloved animal sparkling clean, with the offices of local Wi-Fi provider Cloud on the corner of this small parade of businesses. Next along we see the Lounge Bar and Restaurant, which has changed hands more than a couple of times in the last few years, but to be fair is still going strong. Here you can find a full menu as well as snacks and lots of drinks offers, along with Al's Quiz every Friday from 3 p.m and killer pool matches on a Thursday. you want to find out about some of Benidorm's most popular hotels, then why not check out my great series of vlogs giving you an unbiased look inside and out. Just search YouTube, Fly on the Wall, followed by the name of the hotel you're looking for, and all the info will be at your fingertips. It's that simple. Moving on, we then pass the premises of the Butterfield Sales and Rental business, who offer long-term hire on e-bikes and mopeds as well as mobility scooters with prices to suit all budgets. Next door, we pass two empty units, one of which used to be the old, smaller version of the Dillygaff bar that we've already seen, and then a now shut steakhouse and brasserie, followed by the optician store of Optica Mythica and the motorcycle repair shop Two Motors, whose store is now up for rent. Walking by the final business on this section, the Eurosec Laundrette and Dry Cleaners, we then approach the corner where we see the Bamboo restaurant specialising in Asian cuisine, and which offers an a la carte buffet with drinks for a set price, with an impressive choice of nearly 100 different food items on the menu, so surely there must be something for everyone at this large modern venue. If you'd like to support my channel and future vlogs by making a small donation, you can now buy me a coffee, or even 2 or 3. Just click on the down arrow next to the vlog title, which brings you to the description of this video. Then follow the link provided at the bottom. It's really that simple. Thank you so much. Having crossed the junction with Cayo Rumania, we then come to the 4-star Superior Hotel of the Loix Aqua Centre. An extremely classy hotel, it was only built back in 2005 and has 194 rooms over its 3 floors. Set in beautiful landscape grounds, the complex is a complete class act and has an emphasis on water-based fun, as the name suggests. Its indoor aqua centre has 2 heated pools with currents, as well as huge water jets, and the split-level space features 2 hot tubs, waterfalls and views out to the main outdoor pool. Having moved along past the hotel's grounds and its many trees and hedges, we next pass a fascinating old villa that years ago I remember was a plant nursery which was open to the public and which also used to sell traditional Spanish ceramics inside. Now fenced off and seemingly unused, although mysteriously always with freshly planted flower pots and tubs outside, we move to the corner junction with Calle de Polonia, which we then cross. Carrying on, we now see the huge premises of the Chinese-style Todo shop named Market Top, selling everything from beach furniture to hardware, stationery, cutlery, curtains, makeup and a whole lot more. They are certainly a go-to retailer for whatever you may need, and you are almost certain to find it somewhere tucked away inside. Next along is the El Rincon Veterinary Clinic, and then after passing a completely tropical looking bamboo covered bar, we see an Italian restaurant and pizzeria full of flowers, and then a row of now empty units which end with the offices of Fun and Quads Adventures, where you can book day trips and excursions, as well as being able to rent out quads and other vehicles. Skipping past an area of abandoned wasteland which is now overgrown, we then arrive at the Iceland Overseas Benidorm branch, which is now owned and run by the Food Company. Inside this large store you can find all your favourite frozen goods from back home, although at a very premium price and not in such abundance since Brexit, that's for sure, as well as a selection of canned goods, drinks, greeting cards, deli items and fruit and veg, as well as some of the free Costa Blanca newspapers updating you on news and events in the area. Continuing along, we walk by an unusual pink building with lots of geometric shapes cut out in the walls and a bridge across to its main entrance. As many fans of the ITV comedy series Benidorm will know, this house housed various sets for the series, including the infamous Hotel Solana's reception lobby area, amongst others. Carrying on, we then pass a large private villa which is very smart, but like the pink building is always beguilingly closed to peering eyes, and then we reach the offices of Francisco Hierro Fisioterapia, who open Mondays to Fridays from 8 until 8. Inside, physiotherapy, Pilates, help with feet problems and sports massages are on offer, so always handy to know about if you have problems in that department. Moving on, we then see the attractive archways, trees and hedges of the 4-star Hotel Mediterraneo, which again I uploaded a full info vlog on about 2 years ago, showing you all around inside and out, including footage of the lovely pool and sunbathing area, the children's play park and its landscaped and manicured grounds. Sitting almost directly opposite the modern silver building of Europe's biggest nightclub, the Benidorm Palace, this upscale low-rise hotel was built in 2004 and offers 176 rooms over its 3 floors, over 2 accommodation blocks with free Wi-Fi throughout. Whilst it is possible to book on a half-board or full-board basis, the hotel considers itself an almost exclusively all-inclusive hotel, which suits many holidaymakers who like to plan their budget before arriving. The Mediterraneo is currently ranked 52nd out of the 173 hotels listed in Benidorm on TripAdvisor, with a customer satisfaction rating of 4 out of 5, putting it in the very good category based on over 2,400 reviews. And I know when I published my blog on this property, I was amazed by the amount of positive comments from people who have stayed there in the past, citing in particular some very friendly bar staff, including a Spanish lady called Terry, who was mentioned several times. Now reaching the corner junction with K Archduque Otto de Habsburgo, which we quickly skip past, we then walk by the walls of the McDonald's drive-thru and then past a green and white BP service station with the slides of Aqualandia just visible in the distance as we carry on our stroll. Next along is the Dutch Church of Het Anker and its grounds, and then finally we come to a large branch of the national supermarket Massy Mass, with the hotels of the Levante Club and Spa and the Melia just appearing on the far right hand side of the screen, and it's here that we end today's vlog. I hope that you've enjoyed today's info-packed sunny walk along a section of Avenida Dr Severa Ochoa with me, and if you have, please check out some of my other great content, which include lots of other street and beachfront walks, a ton of local news and updates, and loads of reviews on local hotels, cafes, bars and new businesses. I'll catch you out and about on Benidorm streets next time, and thanks so much for watching as always. Adios for now, amigos, and I hope to see you here again at Benidorm and beyond very soon. Cheers!